What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense here. And this guy behind me is the Scented Engineer. I am your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure also you ring the bell for notifications. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and you're active in the comment section. Check out also the Scented Engineer, or I think it's the Scented Engineer. Let me check. The Scented Engineer. Make sure you check out his channel also. But today we are going to be talking about 6 citrus-based fragrances. Now, yes, in most of the country, it is winter. I mean, dead winter. It is freezing, cold outside, snow, ice, frozen lakes and rivers. It's not like that here. It's like 80 some odd degrees outside. The past couple of days, I've been wearing just a regular t-shirt as far as my work shirt, no jacket. We did get a little rain one night, but that was about it. Weird weather we're having. But for the most part, I am going to put most of you on the beach right now. I know it's probably freezing cold where you are. If you're indoors right now and you're watching this video, close your eyes and just visualize spring and summer, because this is where we're going. All right, so anyone who doesn't have a citrus-based fragrance in their collection, you need at least one. I'm not going to tell you to go out and purchase all 6 of these fragrances, because to me, for most of these fragrances, they smell similar or alike, just alike to me, and it ends up being a redundant buy. So the first one I'm going to start out with is one that was actually talked about, I want to say by Max Forte or 40. I believe that's who it was. It might have been somebody else. But this is Eau de Rojas Eau de Toilette. And this one you can pick up fairly inexpensively online, the gray market, such as Fragrance Net, Fragrance X, places like that. This is very inexpensive. I think you can pick this up anywhere from 12 to maybe 20 bucks. I think this is cheaper than 20, but I'm just going to put on the high end 20. This is, I believe, 50 ml, but this is a nice fragrance. It's not going to perform the best as far as longevity and projection, because it is an inexpensive fragrance, but sometimes you can be surprised by inexpensive fragrances. I don't exactly remember what the performance was like on this one, but I do know I had to reapply this one throughout the day. So check out my review on Eau de Rojas. That is EAUDEROCHAS Homme, HOMME, because I really can't even show you all the name because it's such a glare, and the bottle is clear, and even if I put my hand behind it, it's kind of hard to see. But anyway, not a bad fragrance. All of these 6 fragrances are going to have the same kind of similar citrus breakdown. It's going to be like some kind of tangerine or some orange, lemon, lime, some bergamot or something like that. But this is a nice fragrance. I like it. It's very airy. If people get whiffs of it in the air, they're pretty much going to like it unless they don't like citrus. So Eau de Rojas Homme, check it out. Next up, this one really isn't that high on my radar, but if you don't have any citrus fragrances and you didn't pick this one up, which is, you know, the cheaper one in this group, this is the second cheapest. This is L'Homme Ideal Cologne by Guerlain, or Guerlain, however you want to say it. At first, the reason why I got this was because of the hype train. I'm not going to sit here in front. Nice atomizer. It smells good. It does have an almond type vibe to it. But for the most part, For me personally, I don't even reach for this much. I may have worn this once. It's okay. It doesn't perform the best either. But at about 20 bucks for a 50 ml, which is what I have in these two boxes. And why do I have two extras is because they are discontinued. And, you know, better safe than sorry. So if you see these in the wild, pick them up. If not, I understand. But the hype was a little bit too big for this one, and the hype came and went. It got its 15 minutes of fame, and then it went away. Somebody actually told me that the reason why they wanted it so bad was because everybody else has it in their collection. Wrong reason to want a fragrance is because somebody else has it in their collection. Don't do that. That's a big no-no. But if that's how you live your life, it is what it is. All right, next up, sorry about that. I threw it down on the bed. Next up is from a house that I actually had written off. I absolutely did not want anything else to do with this cologne house because of the initial fragrance. Now, everybody knows Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo has been around for a long time, and a lot of people, even rappers, have talked about Jimmy Choo. My sister actually bought her boyfriend some one year for Christmas, and I saw it in, I think it was Bell's, which is in another part of in other cities, maybe Burke's. But in our local Bell's, I found it was like 30 some odd dollars around, not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. And I kept watching it to see if the price was going to come down. And after Christmas, it was still around the 30-something mark. So I said to hell with it. I just went ahead and picked it up. I put it on one day, sprayed it on, and like 20 to 30 minutes later, it was completely gone. And I vowed never. I kept hearing people like Ashton from Gent Sense talk about this particular fragrance. And I actually seen it. And people in the comment section kept saying, give Jimmy Choo a chance, try out this one and try out that one. And I ended up getting Jimmy Choo Man Ice. And I'm not going to lie, I have done a review on this one. And I think Blue also. This is nice. I don't like the atomizer because it gives out that puff. But the scent is very nice. I got average performance out of this, about 4 to 5, maybe 5.5 hours of longevity out of this. I'm not totally sure what I said, but you can go back and revert to my video. Projection on this was about an hour, hour and a half, which is not too bad. I like this. This one and Jimmy Choo Man Blue are way better than the original Jimmy Choo Man. Now, if there's other flankers out there, which I'm sure there are, I haven't tested those, but I'm happy with this one. It kind of gives you that citrus, that lemonade type vibe, which leads into the next fragrance, which is actually the most expensive one on the list, which is from the house of Dior. This is Dior Own Cologne. Now, this was actually gifted to me by a subscriber a while back. And I don't remember his name. I apologize for that. But I'm pretty sure Dior doesn't discount fragrances often, if any. And this can run you anywhere from, I'm assuming, from the 50 some odd dollar mark all the way up to at least about 100. But this gives you that cologne, that lemonade type vibe. You can tell the quality is much better than the other three that I just did. Actually, the other two coming up also. But this is more on the expensive side. And my channel really isn't about the more expensive fragrances, even though I have been getting a lot of samples and decants from other people of more expensive fragrances. And it works out for me. But Dior Own Cologne, if you want that lemonade vibe, check it out. Now, this house also is another house that I really wasn't fond of. I've had some fragrances from this house. I actually have 2 other fragrances on my shelf which have nothing to do with spring and summer. But I have had one of these already, and I actually didn't care for the fragrance as far as performance because it didn't last long. But I ended up getting it again because I like the smell of it. But this one is Artisan by John Varvatos. And this also is that citrusy type vibe. Nice. It's not as strong as the others with the citrus, but this works. Perfect for the office. It's not that stringent kind of vibe of citrus. It's blended kind of nicely. It works. Now, with that being said, we have Artisan Pure, which is more leaning towards that lemonade type vibe like you get from Choo Man Ice, Dior Own Cologne. If you're looking for that, give this one a try. Smells nice. Performance off of my skin is not that great, but for the time that this does last, you're gonna get some decent performance out of it, and it's gonna smell nice. So, not to drag this video out any longer, if you're looking for any citrus-based fragrances, give these 6 a try. Depending on your money situation, the more obvious choice would probably be Dior Own Cologne. But if you're balling on a budget like your boy is, then you would try out Eau de Rojas, L'Homme Ideal Cologne, Choo Man Ice, if you can find it in maybe a smaller size or a price cheaper than $40-something. Pick it up. Artisan and Artisan Pure. This has been your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense. Here is to smelling great. I'm out. Peace.